Don't you love clocks? I woke up this morning and I said to my wife, let's click onto YouTube. I'd like to listen to the chimes that come from Big Ben. In 2011, my wife and I, Wendy and I, stood about 100 meters from Big Ben in London and deliberately waited for the hour chime to sound, and we stood under that iconic clock listening to the chimes of that clock, and we were quite moved. In fact, we both wept. We felt that we needed to redeem the time because we didn't have a lot of time left. We felt so stirred to invest our time where we'd see the greatest return. We walked back into the CBD of London quite tender. Later this morning, I opened up the scriptures to read my daily devotion, and would you believe it was on Ephesians chapter 5, verse 16, where Paul says, redeem the time because the days are evil. That's amazing. The Holy Spirit was certainly getting my attention, and perhaps He wants your attention today. Have you ever heard people say, or maybe you've said, I'll do that job tomorrow, that can wait for another day, etc. Sometimes we delay things because we feel we're not quite up to it, or in fact know enough. Samuel the prophet, when he was ordaining Saul as the future king of Israel, in 1 Samuel 10 verse 6 to 7 says this, then the Spirit of the Lord will come upon you, you'll be changed into another man, do as the occasion demands, because God is with you. You see, whatever opportunity you face, get up and do as the occasion demands, because God is with you. The reality is, there's no set age where excellence and quality suddenly emerge magically in our lives. For example, Thomas Jefferson was 33 when he drafted the Declaration of Independence. Charles Dickens wrote Oliver Twist at the age of 25. Isaac Newton was 24 when he formulated the law of gravity. Sometimes we think that creativity and invention only belong to the millennials. Not so. Verdi produced Falstaff at the age of 80. Tennyson was 80 when he wrote his famous work, Crossing the Bar. Michelangelo completed his greatest work at 87. When Moses was 80, he led 2 million slaves in the greatest exodus ever recorded out of Egypt, and was 120 years old when he reached Canaan. Folk, regret is an awful waste of energy. Don't look back. There's no future in our past. Keep moving forward. Redeem the time because the days are evil. The seeds that you're sowing now in isolation will determine the harvest that you reap when this whole COVID thing lifts. The time and age you are waiting for this special moment may never eventuate. Carpe diem. Seize the day. Let not your heart be troubled.